Hi guys, my second attempt to make this video. It's about the ArcoLinux desktop treasure. We've made a new update, and if you update your system, you'll get it in. And both of them, the ArcoLinux tweak tool and the desktop treasure, kind of go together because I had this idea that I would like to keep on track of what's installed and what's removed. The installed part is what we call in Karate Kid wax on. The other one is the wax off, right? Install, awesome, click. And later on, refresh current desktops, remove, awesome, trash. So this, again, every video I should say it, this is an experimental application, the desktop treasure. It's not meant to be run on your system that you work on, your daily driver. No. So you want to learn about some of the 22 desktops, one of them, right? And you want to have to get rid of all the packages again, basically. And that's what the desktop treasure is for. Now it really doesn't hurt if they are on your machine, right? Because look at my ArcoLinux ISO builder. This is my machine. I've got Awesome on there, BSP, Cinema on there, GNOME, i3, OpenBox, XFC. What do I use? XFC. That's it. Who cares? I don't even see these guys because I do auto login SADM. So they're there, and sometimes because of building, right? ISO builder. But you see it in the SADM. If you log in, you see a long list of all the desktops that you have. And if you hate that, well, you need to trash the desktop. Okay, so what did we change? We've changed the look. That's one thing. We've made the technical details better, right? It's never gonna be 100% removal of a desktop. Certainly not with big guys like Deeping and Plasma, Mate and all these guys, because they all have dependencies and it's changing all the time. So it will get rid of most of the packages, certainly for the guys who are trying to learn about tiling window managers, which are awesome. BSP WM. CWM is easy, and we're just telling what's easy because these are not tiling window managers anymore. VFWM3, DWM, Herbstluft i3, IceWM, JWM, LXQT is easy. Qtile Spectre WM, niks more. These guys are easy to remove, and yeah, Plasma is the toughest of them all because there's so many dependencies and links and all that. It's difficult to figure out, and it's gonna change anyway in the future. So what dependencies need to go first before the other one can go, etc., etc. Thing is, if you want to remove things, you have two options, right? Options is XFCE. Well, the application is going to go and have a look at user share X sessions, and it finds only XFCE. So that's the only one you can select because that's the only file that's there. Now sometimes parts of a system get removed, so this drop down would be empty, but there are still XFCE stuff. So you can actually go down here and try to remove the rest, the things that are the leftovers, right? Using the ArcoLinux list. Another what if that I had, which comes together with ArcoLinux tweak tool, I haven't told anything in it in the video about the terminals, which is new, is the fact that there are logs. And maybe for the beta testers certainly, and for others who want to have a look what's going on in your machine, a Ctrl-Alt-T is not a bad idea. And do ArcoLinux tweak tool. Enter. No, not alert. Enter. This means you boot an application from the terminal, which shows you what's going on. It will show you what it will do. Same applies for the treasure. So ArcoLinux T, Ctrl-T, sorry, and then a desktop treasure. ArcoLinux desktop treasure. Treasure, not treasure. Voila. And we'll put this guy over here. let's take a new desktop, which will be better, right? And we go to the file system. Where are the log files in Linux, right? Linux, ArcoLinux, ArcoLinux. Top level, where are the files, the log files of Linux? In here, you'll find Calamaris, there's Pacman here, there's Xorg here, but there's a new folder here, ArcoLinux, ADT, like I said, second video. And then another one, new window please, one level up on this one. So this is the, here we start, wax on, here we start, and this is the wax off, Thrasher. And the thing is, I always start with a log, like going to the haircut, picture before, picture after. So it's always in pairs, the before, after, before, after, before, after. What have I done in the first video, which I decided to redo because I didn't like how it was going, right? I've installed Awesome. So this is a package list, the sudo pacman -q, boom, to the list, log. And it shows you what happens to your machine. Everything that's green is new on your machine. You'll be able to run all these applications. Basically, have desktop Awesome. That's what it shows here. So let's do that again. So new log files will be created in pairs before and after. The same applies for the Thrasher. Before I retrash anything, that's it. That's the list of all the packages. And later on, we'll say, let's quit this and let's quit that. Discord and Telegram are gone. And later we'll say, what's the difference? Well, let's have a look at this one, for example, and then we'll create our own. Awesome was first on the machine, and the write is a bit later, right? See the seconds here, 4 seconds later. Awesome is gone, Rofi is gone, etc, etc. Okay, now we'll do it. So since we did with Awesome, let's do that again. Desktop Awesome install. This happens to the right. That's why it's interesting for us and for beta testers, right? To say, okay, this is happening to my machine. Yeah, and now we can check as well. We have a log file to know what happened to my machine because I clicked that button while you did this. You compare. You've installed Awesome. Did I? Yes. And what else? Auto render as well. Okay. What else? And so on. You scroll through the list of everything that's green. Lua is there, obviously, and Vish is somewhere down here as well. So now I can log out, log in, and have Awesome. But I don't like it. I want to trash it again. So I go back up here. You launch your Thrasher, refresh. Awesome. It's there. It's going to read the user share X sessions, or Control T, XD. Give me the desktop files in the X sessions. Okay, so that's true. Trashing it with this button, looking what's happening over here. All right, fine. And now we go back to the log file and we see, okay, this is new. What time is it? 10:18, 10:18, 17, 10:18:01. Okay, so this is the last one. Before, after, in pairs. Before, there was Awesome. Afterwards, after the clicking the button, Awesome is gone. And that's what I've been doing, and it's quite boring, I must tell you. That's putting the wax on, putting the wax off, and adding the files, the packages, right, on the list here, on the desktop Thrasher. Okay, if Awesome is selected, then you need to remove this and this and this and this and this and this, and so on. But like I said, we can now make it, let's say 100% perfect, but it will never be 100% perfect. But I'll be glad if it's already 99% perfect. It will be difficult to trash completely things like Plasma and all that. So it is and will be always a tool to learn, to experiment with. That's why we've waited so long to make an ArcoLinux desktop Thrasher, because we know It's not going to be perfect, and users want it to be perfect, and we can't. We will not be able to make it perfect. But I'll try for a 99%. If you find out, okay, within all these 22 desktops, this is the one I like, you download ArcoLinux B, or you build, because the B stands for building, you build your own ArcoLinux B, I don't know, GNOME, and add the applications on there you want, and there you go. Hope you like it. Give us some feedback if you're playing with it. Anyway, we have now a log system, which I think will help me, but maybe also you a little bit more to figure out, oh, this and this and that, these are the files that still are on my machine. I can get rid of it with a sudo pacman -rs, or just an R or an RDD, right? There are options, and try to clean it up again. But remember, right? Remember, if it's gonna be the real deal, your main machine, then just start from scratch again. Cheers.